GameOn Invitational. We are hopping into Game 3 right now. QXC versus Suppy. It's currently 1-1. We'll be playing this on Habitation Station. What a map
Yeah.
for this final match.
Heartbreak Ridge, perhaps a more fitting map. It would have been.
Heartbreak Ridge.
Yeah,
Wow.
it just seems like QXC is a little bit
Heartbroken?
yeah. At this point, I mean, he's tried his best to be a gentleman.
And no one is giving him any
No one is giving him any respect.
So what is QXC going to do this game?
Really suppy.
Really, Suppy. I can't believe he did that.
Those, yeah.
Can't believe he did that.
QXC not a man that ever drops mules or mocks an opponent. He does answer though.
He does answer,
as he proved with
Despro.
He's not afraid to speak his mind and kind of be like, hey, really, like, I'll fuck you up. So we had a little bit of a longer break there because QXC had to switch to a new keyboard. But yeah, in the top left position, spawning as the red Zerg from Team Evil Geniuses.
We have the Substers.
The Substers.
And in the top right position, the Purple Terran, the Tiger Terran, QXC.
QXC.
Just recently promoted to Colonel.
Yep. From Team Complexity, of course. Shout out to them. And it looks like QXC is going for a Reaper opener once again. So very comfortable with this style.
Pretty standard QXC play.
Most definitely. Well, Suppy is going to go for a hedge first. This is as standard as CVT gets.
Yeah. Kind of funny, I think we have a bit of a role reversal here. Where QXC has been playing like the exact same every game, kind of, and Suppy has been the one setting the pace, Game 1 was the 6 pool, Game 2 was that awkward link timing.
Yeah. So
who said it? I don't remember if it was you or someone else. We either had a personal conversation about this or we talked about this a while ago, but it had to do with if you know somebody plays like really cheesy, greedy styles, if you all in them or do big timing attacks, you're often could take the game right away. Was I talking to you about that or someone else?
do we just talk about that in the Kane vs. Scarlet series a little bit?
No, I don't think so. Basically, there are a lot of players that will do kind of off styles, awkward timings or whatever. And StarCraft 2
Did we talk about that with Illusion and QXC?
I don't think so. I thought we were talking to Protoss. We might have been talking to Betrayus earlier.
Okay.
But basically, the thing is, there are players who will play very greedy styles, and what you do is, against those players, you just do, like, very strong all-ins. And what happens is, if you catch them in the middle of doing anything awkward, since most all-ins in StarCraft 2 require some kind of preparation, oftentimes you can just end the game. And I kind of wonder if maybe Suppy is thinking that if QXC is going for any kind of awkward, weird kind of timing or whatever, for him to just show up with 24 links, like, hey, you're not going to do this shit to me this game. Like, I'm here, I have units, and I'm going to knock out whatever, kind of crazy stuff you're up to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do you have
very controlled by Suppy.
Yep. The link speed started. 2 queens coming out.
That Reaper is enraged.
It'd be enraged Reaper. Look at how fast. I think it's actually got an attack speed.
Yeah, it's got a boost from QXC. It feeds off of QXC. It's a little bit faster than normal. That's without a doubt.
Oh wow! Oh wow! This Reaper.
Yeah, 1 kill. He's looking for more. He's not stopping.
He's out for blood.
How QXC is still able to macro while doing this is beyond me. Well, I guess he's not macroing all that well.
He made a depot.
He did make a depot.
2 Marines. Oh! But perhaps another... Wait, never mind. He did it last time. He's going to have 4 Marines out. Oh,
yeah,
no, wait,
he's just preparing a bunker. He's playing it as safe as possible. He's
Yep.
saying, this is game 3, Suppy. I'm not going to take any of your shit. But, this would be the perfect game for Suppy to go ahead and just play a normal game.
Sure. Maybe.
Play a standard macro style, which he's very good at.
I think that, I don't know. How do you feel? I feel like in the gold base paradigm of how gold bases work in this game. I feel like in TVZ it favors the Terran, and ZVP it favors the Zerg.
What is the favorite turn?
Because what they're able to produce with minerals is so much more effective than what Zerg can produce with minerals.
Okay.
So the ability to throw on a couple more Raxas or whatever, and to be able to just hammer out, you know, that many more Marines.
Yeah, also there's so much more timing based, right? They usually go for this strong 3-base timings, endless rallies.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
the
doing
only
it off
problem
with the
with world
gold,
is-
that's that many fewer SCVs you have to commit to it.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I can see a good point there made by you, which is a rare occurrence.
Thanks, I think.
Yep. And
A couple queens out here trying to get some creep spread to that third. The third appears a little bit risky because there are Hellions and a Reaper out here. However, Suppy does have his link speed complete, so the only opportunity QXC is going to have for damage here is going to come with this Banshee that's coming out that he's not researching Cloak for.
yeah, he's just gonna continue probably to apply pressure with Banshee and add on more Hellions, more and more Hellions. He wants to continue to poke here. I'm surprised there's no SCV. QXC is one of the players that oftentimes will bring an SCV and repair the Reapers. No
extra.
QXC Hellions this game.
And, I mean, Suppy did get the link speed early,
Extra factory, already indicative of mech, like QXC.
especially because of the continued Hellion
But
production too.
the spores are going down for Suppy. Suppy actually spotted the starport.
Maybe a little bit worried about Cloak Banshee.
Yeah, most definitely.
So Suppy will probably be happy to see that this Banshee does not cloak. It's always it's a great feeling as a Zerg to hit a Banshee and not have it cloak. Probably one of the best feelings in the game, I think.
I mean, if there's a Banshee and you already have spores up, you might want them to have research
maybe.
cloak.
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't have a sport at the front, and then having to run away from a Banshee while you have to make an Overseer, and then your drone's getting killed by Hellions.
No
That's never
stuff.
fun.
Great overlord positioning by Suppy.
Yep,
Knowing where those Hellions are coming from and when at the perfect times.
definitely. And you have this Banshee trying to do some stuff in the main.
How many kills is it up to? Just one or two?
I'm
Just
gonna
one?
say one. Yeah. If you look at Suppy's vision, Suppy has overlords all over his side of the map, so
Yeah,
you
but
can see
QXC made a
anywhere.
Viking, so
Yeah.
he's able to clear one already. Supply blocking Suppy actually with that one. Who do you think is gonna take this game?
I'm gonna have to give this one. You know what? As much as I love the Subster and I want to see him win, I don't know, man. Mech on this game, you can split this map really easily.
That is super true.
And I don't know who's got the crazier late game. You know what? I'm not sure. I don't.
QXC's mech once it gets started is very scary.
Okay.
So, but again, Suppy, one of the better late game Zergs in North America without a doubt.
Can you play the crazy late game though?
We'll
If
find
you're
out.
playing against Max Mech, this
Yeah,
is a normal.
I haven't actually watched him play against mech yet.
Yeah, me neither. I haven't seen a single game of him playing like the crazy late game. I'm not sure how Suppy can handle this because I don't see this ending early. Although I guess it's possible, but.
Yeah, Spire on the way, Link's being produced. Suppy's still upgrading Millie, actually, so he thinks this could be Bio. He hasn't re-scouted, which is perfectly understandable. That second Overlord got picked off. The first one scouted the Banshee. But with Blue Flame Hellions out, this is not what Suppy's going to want to see when he has that many Links committed already.
Yeah.
I think a bunch of Banelings, too.
Once you get that lair done, I mean, it doesn't hurt to make an Overseer and send it in. And it looks like Suppy does grab an Overseer. And he does have Overlord speed as well, so he will be running into the base now to check and see what exactly is going on.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy to see mech, though.
Probably not.
By the looks of it, he was expecting Bio up until this point.
And we do see Blue Flame Hellions running into the third. He's able to roast a few lings, not as many drones as
Yeah,
QXC
no
would want to do.
Baneling speed, so QXC being a little bit more cautious than perhaps he should be. He could definitely pick off some of those Banelings while they don't have Baneling speed.
24 lings on the way. Maybe he's worried that Baneling speed will finish in the middle of the horizon.
Yeah,
or something.
that's perfectly understandable.
Being on creep is just really scary.
Absolutely. It doesn't look like Suppy's even going to get Baneling speed once he realizes that there's mech out.
Yeah.
Banelings are still pretty powerful against Hellions, though. So, we want to be careful. There's Mutas coming out. QXC already with Thor in the way, however, so that's probably not going to do a whole lot, but definitely want to make sure that you're forcing out those Thors. If there is no air for the Zerg, then if the turn ever has the option... Oh,
Nice surround.
Wow.
Is able to surround and clean up those Hellions. No Baneling speed even
nice.
needed.
Yeah.
Great job for Suppy there.
Yeah, very good control. And yeah, the Muta need to force out some Thors. Basically, the Terran player, if there was no air here, right, and the Terran player pushed out with just tanks and Hellbats, it's like so impossible to stop it. But since Muta exists, The Terran player is forced onto making some Thors early on, and that's always a small win for the Zerg.
Definitely. Manager picking off. 3 Thors about to pop out, unfortunately. 1.
Yep.
Oh, Suppy wants to go for it, and I understand the desire to, but...
Could have killed the tank instead, getting a little bit greedy.
All these Thors coming out here. Not what Suppy wants to see. Man, Suppy got a lot of Overlords.
Yeah, Suppy now adding the Roach Warren, but he hasn't started any range upgrades.
Correct.
Just yet. Also adding the Infestation bit, so we're going to see... and there's a second Spire on the way again, so we're definitely going to see transition to a greater Spire.
Yeah, I don't think he ever wants to make Roaches. I think he just got it for safety, maybe?
It's certainly possible. I mean, it definitely looks like Ultra. It definitely looks like a transition very similar to the last games. He's doing a great job of taking. He's going to be on 10 gas pretty soon. So again, a great job there. But he's not in the best position compared to last game. So right now you can see him saving a lot of money, and I love this. What's his larva count up to? Can we check that?
Is there a way to?
Yeah, 39.
39 larva.
So what Suppy's game plan here seems to be is I'm gonna make roaches reactively. If you move out, I'll have to make a lot of roaches, and that'll be fine. But if you do not move out soon, I'm just gonna bank out my money and make 1,000 Ultralisks or 1,000 whatever.
Or 16 Muta.
Yeah, that's because he's moving out, and I don't know how I like the Muta here.
Especially since QXC isn't actually attacking here. I
Yeah,
don't think
especially
he's
since
committing to this.
Well, since he scouted 3 Thors and now sees Widow Mines, I'm not sure if Muta are the best possible.
Yeah.
But I mean, QXC overextending a little bit. There's no reinforcements to speak of. He's
if this would have been
really
Roaches, if that would have been Roaches that Suppy made, this army would be annihilated. And I mean, it might die anyway. He's going really deep into here.
Yeah, I don't understand this. It's basically a donation for the most part.
Yeah.
It kills a decent amount of things, but I'm not sure in what universe that works.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That was pretty strange. Gives Suppy the confidence needed to surge forward. I don't think Suppy has the kind of army that he needs to actually push into this, though.
Yeah, probably not.
And QXC did just... I don't even know if it was... it was inadvertent, but he managed to force out a ton of mutas here.
Yeah, definitely not what Suppy wanted to do. And now QXC is
so.
very aware. He makes 2 Thors, adding on additional turrets. And Suppy's out of gas. He cannot have... That Ultra's transition is going to be pretty tough. The Burglar transition is going to be pretty tough.
Mutas are just... When you're playing this kind of late-style game against mech, I don't think you ever want to be sitting on, like, 40 mutas. Because you have to get rid of them eventually, and man, that's a lot of resources to get rid of. And to get rid of mutas cost-effectively, depending on how the Terran is set up with Widow Mines and Thors and turrets, can be really hard to do.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that Suppy kind of freaked out. He saw 1 Thor, and maybe saw the opportunity. Maybe he thought,
like, 6 Thors were going to come marching in behind
him or something. Well, maybe he thought there was going to be just, like, 1 or 2 more Thors alongside with the rest of the army coming behind it.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
So if you're able to clear the Thors, then QXC loses the army for free, and that might have been what QXC was planning here all along.
You have mutas flying around, trying to pick off a couple refineries. Is going to get this Thor 2 for free. QXC got to be careful with the magic box and the mutas. Make it very easy to pick off individual Thors.
3 Thors here. Going to be a little bit tougher, but 4 Thors.
5 Thors.
Suppy needs to back now.
Well, maybe. I mean, as long as he continues to magic box his units, he does have to keep them separated.
He's doing a great job. Wow.
Yeah.
That was actually quite impressive.
Yeah, Muta upgrades are very good for Suppy too.
That makes a lot of sense. And QXC's push not doing as much as he would have hoped for, or actually clears out the entire army. Links are pretty bad against Hellbats.
Pretty rough spot for QXC to be in, though, because, I mean, his production is just being camped by mutas.
Yeah, that's huge. He does have another wave of Thors already started. 3 on the way are about to pop out.
But I'm not sure if 3 are going to be enough against this many muta.
With SCVs, they should be.
If he pulls all the SCVs immediately, like now. Oh, you know, he is building more turrets on the low ground. Is going to lose one of those Thors right off the bat, though. Still being aggressive in the...
not paying too much attention, and Ultras are out.
Yep,
Ultras is a great position for Suppy to be in. This, I can't believe he made this work so well.
Yeah, I mean, mutas are pretty good. If the Terran doesn't take the mutas seriously, Magic Box mutas will kill a lot of stuff. I mean, we were just talking... Man, my games against Servillo have poisoned my mind. We were just talking about how a lot of mutas aren't necessarily the best to have versus mech. But if the Terran slacks off and thinks that, well, I got, 2 or 3 Thors or 4 Thors, like, I'm okay. If you keep a magic box and you have enough mutas, you can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, I think the upgrades that you mentioned are
the upgrades definitely
here. The upgrades were huge here.
Yep.
But yeah, Suppy's gonna break through here.
Now the real question is, will Suppy dance his Ultralisk again?
That is actually the real question.
Actually, but I think QXC will be able to hold.
Yeah, the supplies are not too different, and there's Ultralisk very low already.
A lot of Zerglings on the way though.
One Ultralisk will go down. If Suppy can kill the two red Ultralisks, the 3 red Ultralisks, if QXC can, he might be able to stabilize here. Those are pretty good against Ultralisks.
Suppy's income though is massive.
Yeah, absolutely.
85 harvesters. Right, he's looking for any trades possible.
Yep. Any trades will favor Suppy right now. QXC with a hurting economy, and the gold might get picked off here. Looks like that's where Suppy's headed. The Widow Mines though.
Widow Mines though. Oh my God! That friendly fire.
That friendly fire.
That friendly fire. How many SCVs just died there? We don't even get to see. I don't think it'll
so many mines though. This I like this idea about QXC. This is the kind of play that could, you know,
bring them back into the game.
Yeah, change the game forever. It could just kill a lot of shit for free. So we'll see. He does have an overseer, but no ranged units. So those Ultralisks are gonna be taking damage no matter what.
And recently, it was patched so that meals do not mine the gold quicker than the other base anymore. So that's why you're not seeing QXC drop any meals.
All right. Well, that was recently 2 years ago.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good reference.
You think so?
It was good.
3 Vipers coming out for the Yanks.
The Yanks and the Blinding Clouds as well, if there's tanks out.
Yeah,
even against clumps of Thors, if you can have perhaps Fungal. But even then, Thors are so slow that they're going to move out of the Blinding Cloud very slowly. So,
although, Blinding Cloud... Does Blinding Cloud protect you from the splash of siege tanks?
What?
Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. I had that wrong. I was thinking of Dark Swarm. Never mind. Binding Cloud, very good against siege tanks, actually, Cats. Very good against siege tanks, because siege tanks cannot move.
Yeah, Vipers against mech are just an easy choice. It's such a versatile unit.
Unless you have enough Vikings or Ravens to deal with the Vipers, that's like the win button unit. Binding Cloud is amazing.
And Abduct is amazing.
Abduct is amazing.
Yeah, just having that versatility when your army is mobile to choose whether you want to engage into an army with Blinding Cloud or just
hold units
pick
one
off
at a time.
Units. Yeah, pick off units from an army with Abduct. It's just really fun decisions to make with the Vipers.
Definitely. So QXC needs to identify the Vipers as soon as possible. I mean, I'm sure it's on the back of his mind, but man, if he doesn't get some Vikings or...
These pushes are so weird. It's just like, basically QXC saying, okay, I'm going to be cost efficient.
Yeah, I think that's the idea. He just, if he moves out with enough mines and Hellbats, he figures, but he's not going to blow the mines.
Not cost efficient.
Yeah, no, not even close.
Especially against Ultras. I don't know if this is the best moves against Ultras.
Yeah, that too, because it's not like the Widow Mines are going to be one-shot.
Yeah, I mean, he clears all the links, but does Suppy really care about the links?
With 5,000 minerals in the bank? Probably not.
Closer to 9,000 even?
No.
It's closer to 9,000 than it is to 0.
I mean, that's true. Ooh, couple blue clad Hellions come in here.
Yeah, although I don't think harassing the economy is going to...
Yeah, I mean, he's got so much economy. Really, losing drones actually helps Suppy.
Yeah, I think QXC needs to take a page from Avillo right here.
That's just not harass ever.
Not harass ever, because right now what he needs is a death blow. He needs to get maxed, he needs to start adding Ravens, and he is adding Raven one at a time. And he needs to split the map and to take his side of the map as soon as possible.
Pretty,
so,
this is a rough
what's the units lost tab?
Definitely favors... Oh, actually, pretty
even. Yeah, it favors QXC slightly.
Barely, yeah.
And what this is gonna mean is that he's still in this game, as long as he can survive for a while.
A little bit. The problem right now that QXC has is that if Suppy goes for a big trade, Suppy can remax on like anything his heart desires.
And that's why I'm saying QXC needs to turtle. That's his one shot right now. He can't really move out on the map ever, because even if he clears this army very effectively, there's gonna be another one, potentially stronger army, an army made to deal with whatever QXC has left.
Yeah. Suppy playing a crazy defensive game, though, which is kind of strange to me. He's got so much bank. He's not maxed ever. He won't max. He's just like... And I don't even know if I like this attack unmaxed. I mean, the Vipers are strong, but...
Yeah, he's waiting for the Greater Spire.
Yeah, I guess he's just waiting till his Broodlords. But I mean... Man, Suppy plays a very... almost... too passive. Like, he's almost like he's scared of timings. Like, there are these
well,
windows that open where I feel like he could do a lot of damage, but instead he elects to pass all of them and just kind of sit back and wait until he has, like, all of his tier 3 army up, you know?
Yeah,
like,
maybe.
he could have did so much more damage earlier with those Vipers that we were talking about, instead of waiting for... Now QXC has a good response to those Vipers.
Yeah, but, I mean, Suppy doesn't mind having the bank. He has a lot of larvae. He's been great at that, and he has the map split. And
Sure. What is
as
this
long as he's forcing QXC to make units and not just sit back and max on Ravens, then I think he's gonna be in a pretty good spot. Of course, losing an army and attacking into QXC, it's just not great. I mean, if QXC wants to attack into him, QXC will get wrecked, right? But if Suppy attacks into QXC, he could be giving QXC back the
I guess, maybe.
back into the game.
It seems really hard to mess up with that big of a bank, but then again, it is Zerg.
I mean,
Anything's possible.
yeah, you lose this army, you spend your bank in another army, and you got rid of it.
Yeah.
I don't like what.
I don't understand the Widow Mines.
Yeah.
This would be pretty good against Roaches or Lynx, but against Ultras, man, they just don't really care that much.
Yeah, especially with Queens to transfuse them back.
Yeah, and the Overseers to spot. I mean,
Yeah, Suppy has been doing a great job of controlling QXC on his 4 bases for a long while. QXC really needs a new base. The scary thing for Suppy here is that QXC is going to start getting orbital commands, and with that he'll be eventually able to. Actually, surprised he didn't drop Pin Defense to save that orbital command.
maybe it wasn't thinking about it.
Yeah, perhaps.
What a game.
What a game. So
10,000 minerals. Suppy almost ready to max out. Just needs a few more minerals in the bank.
yeah, he's maxed out now.
There we
he's
go.
also upgrading the locust range. I like that. He's getting 5 Riddlers. You might be thinking, well, there's some Vikings out. Well, he has a lot of corruptors as well, and there's queens, and there's ravens. That's scary. But Suppy's only making 5 Riddlers, and this is something that I love. Just making a small amount of Riddlers, even 3.
Just enough to force the issue. To say, like, you have to, like, respond and do something. But not
Yeah.
enough that you have all of your,
Well-
you know, like, your whole army banked into Broodlords.
Yeah, exactly. That's so risky. But with just a small number of Riddlers, he can start picking off those siege tanks. And, you know, either force Suppy to unsiege, or lose them all. Force QXC to unsiege, or lose the siege tanks. So I really like Riddlers in small numbers.
The only thing I don't think I like about this army right now from Suppy, I don't think I like the Ultralisks.
Well, they were there at the start.
Yeah, yeah.
I doubt he would remax on Ultralisks.
Hopefully not. Oh. Could probably yank that Thor if the Vipers are watching. Oh, hello, Ultras. Well, Ultras, I want to say they're misstepping a little bit, but they have so much life they just don't really care, I
I
guess.
don't care. No Ultras died. Had one died, it might have been enough. But yeah, here's a Riddler doing their job.
Yeah.
That's their job.
Although lots of Vikings here. Oh my god, the Raven stepping right into the fungals. Need to be careful, but
Yeah, a lot of Hunter Seeker missiles.
oh, Broodlords are completely destroyed.
Yeah, but the Ultras now coming in with no siege tank support. This is gonna be a little bit tough.
Well, there's a lot of
Holy
Thors there.
shit. Yeah.
No, Suppy! If Suppy loses... Man, Suppy's played the anti-timing all game. I don't understand at all. Why is he making spines?
That indicates that potentially he's preparing for a Stormhost transition now.
Maybe. No, but then, like, more Ultras! No! Why Ultras? I think are bad. I think are terrible here.
Yeah, I don't think Ultras are
17
the best idea.
Corruptors? I don't know, man.
I mean, Suppy's still in a really, really, really good position.
But I don't think he is anymore.
Well,
He's in a good position economically, but looking at how he just handled these engagements, looking at the units he's choosing to remax on, I don't know if Suppy has the mental fortitude.
Yeah, he might be looking to trade again really fast, because that's
Maybe.
the only point in time where Ultras make sense.
Definitely.
Ultras to me make sense against mech. One, if
Look at
the
this.
meching player is pushing into you, because they make pretty fast. They build pretty fast. On creep they're great. If you get a lot of surface area, they're great. But to attack into a turn that's already set in their chokes and whatnot is it's pretty tough. Does he have no repair site? He checks. That's a lot of
I
infestors.
mean, probably. I would hope so.
No neural parasite.
Okay.
So there's not going to be any chance of neural parasite in the Thors that are in the front, and that would actually be great with Ultralisks.
Oh, we do have some Vipers.
Oh, great of that. But oh, great fungal by Suppy. Oh no, moving in the infestors first, and moving in through a choke.
Oh my god,
Not the best idea, but he
Secret
does
goes
have
down.
a lot. So both players dropping quickly in supply, but yeah, Suppy's not going to be able to break him here.
but he will if he remaxes instantly.
I mean, was that the plan, perhaps?
Yeah, more
that
corruptors.
has to be the plan, right?
I feel like Lings or Roaches or Ultras.
More
Now
corruptors.
Ultras would be okay, but the Ultras are not coming.
Yeah, this time Corruptor, so he's... Oh, I like this. That's a lot of Breadlords. And yeah, just brute force at this point. I mean, the last attack was kind of just, you know, the worst possible attack that you could have done. He moved in through a really, really, really tight choke.
Moved all the infestors in first.
The most tight
probably
choke
the tightest choke
in the map. Out of any map. So that's as tight as chokes get, and he funneled in the infestors in front, followed by all the ultras there.
But I mean, this is so many broodlords. I'm not sure if
QXC can stop it.
Yeah.
It's 4 Vikings at a time being produced, and he spots everything. But
three free ups and everything.
Yeah, this is
not enough
really,
Ravens.
really tough. Just not enough stuff
Anything.
for QXC here.
Yeah.
If QXC holds,
If
this,
QXC
however,
holds this, though,
he's
he'll
completely
be
back in the game.
Yeah. But man,
Suppy with 2 missteps, so his once 10k difference in bank has reduced to just
a measly 3.7.
yeah,
Oh,
3.7
Corruptor's taking a lot of damage there from the Widow Mines. Needs to be
QXC
careful
doing
because
the
those
right thing
Corruptors
here.
are the only thing keeping him in the game.
Oh, QXC can't overextend, can't get close to those fungals.
Good Hunter Seeker missiles here.
Be careful with those Corruptors, Suppy.
Yeah.
I need the Hunter Seeker missiles. We're waiting for the
On the
fungal.
Bird Lords. Oh,
A
the
lot
Corruptor's
of
trying to
Corruptors
focus
going
down.
down.
Yeah. The Corruptor's trying to focus on the Ravens here. The Ravens do get their Hunter
Oh my
Seekers
God,
up.
this could be
Suppy
huge.
needs to split.
Oh my God!
No, Suppy!
No!
I don't know. I mean, there's still a lot of Corruptors on the map. There's still a lot of Corruptors on the map, and that was all of the energy.
Suppy needs to remax right now and try to end the game right now.
Yeah. And he is remaxing on Corruptors. Suppy might be able to close it out here.
Yeah, there's still a lot of Brothers left.
Yeah, but there's a lot of Vikings left, too.
A very scary game. It shouldn't be this scary.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, wow.
Yeah, it looks like the Vikings are actually going to prevail there.
Another Hunter Seeker.
Great army control by QXC.
Yeah.
Choosing to lose this fourth, not overextending, not ever getting fungled, really. And he's able to clean this up, but now look at Suppy's bank. Like, let's look at the units
And
lost stat
Munis
for a second, please.
Favors QXC.
Yeah, by 10,000. And that's in the last 2 engagements. 10,000 difference in the last 2 engagements. Because before they were pretty much dead even.
Yep. And I think that this probably is going to be it for QXC.
It has to be. I mean, the only problem for Suppy is he has no gas. I don't know how much I like the Muta.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's a little bit weird. It's
a good, again, good Hunter Seeker, good mine hits.
Landing the Vikings.
Oh, that's really risky. If these Mutas come in right now,
there's gonna be fungals as well. QXC
only one fungal.
Oh, lifts up at the perfect time, but not fast enough. Those Muta are just gonna.
He might be able to get one Viking out. No, he's not even trying. Oh, Hunter Seekers.
That could have been good if Suppy had not been paying attention, but that's.
Yeah. Wow.
Great macro play by Suppy.
I think QXC played that game really well.
Yeah.
I don't like
Suppy's,
I don't think Suppy played very well at all that game.
I think he played brilliant as far as mechanics and macro goes.
Maybe,
and
but I feel
just like the way he was able to get to the point where he
could throw away that much and still be okay.
Yeah, that was actually quite impressive.
There's in StarCraft 2, there are these late game situations that require it's like a completely different game. You know this. You should know this better than anyone. There are certain matchups. You look at late game ZVP, where the army is controlled by both sides, and late game ZVT, and even to some extent late game ZVZ. I guess maybe just the Zerg matchups, where the way that both sides play just becomes totally different, where the best players can look like scrubs because of what's involved on both sides, and maybe mediocre players like Cats or me start to look a lot more impressive because those the super late game scenarios just play out so weird, and I feel like Suppy was completely lost in that late game scenario.
As far as unit compositions
completely
go,
lost. Yeah, the Ultralisk being thrown away time and time again.
Remax and Ultras was really weird.
Yeah, the attacking of that choke, kind of the poor control of the infestors. But I mean, Suppy had such a huge lead at that point that it almost didn't matter. Almost didn't matter because if QXC would have held off that last attack, I don't think QXC would have been in the game. I think QXC would have had a clear lead just because he had such a better control of the late game. I don't know how what Suppy's response is, other than to keep throwing units into him would be.
Yeah, strange decisions by Suppy, definitely, but putting himself in that position against a player like QXC really speaks to how good he is. And taking the series 2-1 actually.
Yep.
He played a brilliant game 2. His 6-pool didn't work in game 1, but again, aside from the decisions made in terms of unit composition come the late game, he played a brilliant game.
Sure, mechanically.
Yeah, mechanically and just economically, how he handled his economy and how he got to that point.
Sure.
Very nice.
So, we are going...
The Muta were really impressive. I did not...
Yeah, the Muta were good. Mutas are pretty good units. If you got a lot of them. So, we are going to be taking a 3-minute break after that, and after this, we will be jumping into the winner's match of this group, which will be Kane
versus
Suppy.
Damn.
Wow. Make sure you don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 3 minutes.